Hello, fellow humans of this world, and welcome to Zombotron 2. Today we're going to check out the physics concepts of this game. Disclaimer, this is my version and thought on how each concept is represented, so don't go off on a rant on how you believe this, you believe that, whatever. Let's get started. displacement would be right here. Okay, good example. Okay, guys. Okay, good example. Okay, guys, and a good example of displacement would be right here. Now, let me tell you the definition of displacement first. Displacement is where your final location, the difference between your final location and your initial location, like the distance between those two. Over here, I'm about to go into a cutting with a doctor. See, it says, "Hey, don't shoot me. Look, you don't look like a la 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 la." And here we're having a conversation. But the basic thing is, he's asking me if I could exterminate some spiders for him. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole level since it will be too long. So I'm gonna, after this conversation, after this conversation, the basic thing is I'll go through here, which I'll end up at level 4. Wait, level 4. Oh, sorry about that. End up at level 4. Or level 5. Level 5. Sorry. I'll end up at level 5 where I come out. I'm not coming out of the closet, guys. I already came out of the closet long ago. But I'll be coming out of this area again. Wait, you know what? Okay, no, not yet. I guess I finished this. Wait. I'm going back outside. Okay. So I'm gonna assume now that we're going to out level 6. So my final destination and my beginning destination is basically the same. I will be arriving in the doctor's lab in. Let me wait for it to finish. Okay. Oh, yeah, I arrived back at the doctor's lab, and basically I cleaned his storage house off of spiders. You can see here that my displacement would be 0 since my starting point was over here. And my ending point was also over here. So my next scene here would be the scene where I am going to drive let me go to some first. This fabulous car. This is a very fabulous car because what I'm about to show here right now is pure chaos with the help of Newton's 3 laws. Now let's start with Newton's first law. Inertia. An object at rest tends to stay at rest, as an object in motion would tend to stay in motion unless an unbalanced force reacts against it. Now, I'm gonna get out of the way of the bomb. As you can see here, if I keep the car in movement until like I run into something like this barrel, oh god, I'm gonna die. I'll just keep going until like I run into something that's big enough or something that's strong enough to kill me. But I'm just gonna keep going like downhill, and if I don't stop it or anything, I'm just going to keep going and run into like basically these things until a stronger force is gonna stop me. Like let's say like not maybe this, but like maybe this wall or that guy. See, he was strong enough to like stop me for a few moments before I ran over him and killed him. Nonetheless, that's an example of inertia as him as an unbalanced force acting against me. Now, I'll say over here again, see this, this, bomb here is strong enough to stop me. I need to freeze that because it was kind of lagging out, but that bomb over there, like that was around over here, it was strong enough to stop my car and like, kind of throw my character forward. It would be an unbalanced force because its force was stronger than my car somehow, I don't know, and it stopped it. Now, on to the next one, where I'm gonna go over here. Give me a moment. Newton's second law, force equals mass times acceleration, would cover up a lot of things. Mass and acceleration obviously puts a big portion on how much force is being used. As of now, I'm going to take a look at the different zombies in the game. As you saw before over here, this small original petite zombie is one of the types of zombies in the game. And this giant muscular one down there here, I'm gonna see if I can get a good example of it. Okay, yeah, down there, behind that tree. Okay, I just died. But down there behind that tree, over here, I'm gonna see him again. The two main zombies are these two right down there. Okay, I'm gonna be up here so I won't bother them and they won't come after me and it's gonna be annoying. Okay, I go back on my word. I'll just sit here. But basically, as you can see here, the muscular zombie is huge compared to this one. It's so much bigger in the mass form and volume form. Now, before we get into it deeply, let me explain mass. Mass is basically how much matter you take up or how much volume you have in this world. And some people might mistake mass with weight, and weight is completely different, despite being similar actually to mass. Weight is how much gravity is pulling on you towards the core or whatever has the biggest gravitational pull next to you. It's basically how much it's pulling on you into, and that would make weight. And yeah, let's get started into the thing we actually need to talk about. Now, let's say right now both of these zombies are moving around at 1.5 meters per second squared as an acceleration, moving in both directions. By that I mean, the bigger zombie would have to apply a greater force of 78 N, while a petite zombie would have to apply a probably smaller force of 68 N to be at the same speed of each other, since he has more mass and would be more likely for that. Actually, yeah, if we use the equation of our switch to mixed up variables, mass equals force divided by acceleration, a variety of Newton's second law, variation of Newton's second law, to find out each zombie's mass. I wouldn't say a direct example of it, but probably he would have more mass than he would. Am I right? Okay, awkward moment. But while we're waiting, we could probably explain Newton's third law, that every action will have its equal opposite reaction. Now, probably a good example of this, let me get back on here, would be back in level 2, where the spiders are first introduced, which the spiders are those really weird looking face messed up ones that kind of go like this and have an eyeball in there and just a bunch of legs down there. I don't even know what it is. It just looks like legs. So around where they are introduced over here, let me switch to my machete. Oh wait, I don't have my machete yet. Oh yeah, okay. So this is when they're introduced. So let's say over here. Oh, I died. I wonder why I don't have my machete yet. Okay, I'm just gonna go back out now. Try to find where the spiders are introduced. Hey, thanks for. Well, we're basically the spiders are like an overload. Let's just. Well, let me explain to you what I'm gonna do right now. So basically, in Newton's third law, every action will have an equal opposite reaction. And thanks to you, Hamilton happens fractured into fraction. I'm sorry, I really like Alexander Hamilton. Okay, so I could actually no, I could just use these. Yeah, here's a spider over there. That really weird looking thing. Oh, I just killed it. I cry every time. Oh no, here's another one. Okay, so basically, if you see here, if I attack the spider with a machete, if I attack, it's gonna attack back. So that would be a pretty good example of for a reaction you'll have an equal opposite reaction with it. And you need to kill me. Okay, thanks a lot, spider. And this, see, because my example would be the spider, when I attacked him, it attacked me back while I was, like, kind of recovering from this, fling. Which, that would make a really good example of. As you can see here, well, from what you just saw, that I can probably kill myself from falling from a high position. If I tried to find out how fast I was falling due to the gravity that was pulling me down, I could probably use F, force, equals mass times acceleration, and then use the equation velocity, delta velocity equals t time multiplied by acceleration to find out how fast I was falling. If I need to find my weight, though, all I would need to do is to find out the mass and then multiply that by a force of 9.8 newtons. If I was trying to find out how fast I was falling due to acceleration, then I would use my acceleration would have been 9.8 nonetheless, since that is how fast gravity is going to push you down.